Good morning. It's Friday, May 23rd, around 8 a.m. I'm just leaving hurricane shelter. It was a good night's stay. I slept in the shelter first time this round of my hike. I didn't think I would be sleeping in the shelter for fear of norovirus, but it was pretty windy and cold last night, so it was a good reprieve from that. And the benefit of it was that there were only 3 of us staying in the shelter. The other 2 are a couple from New York City. They live in one of the boroughs in their 30s and late 20s. Nice young couple, so we had the opportunity to talk. They actually set their small tent up inside the shelter. It was a big shelter, but again, it was just the 3 of us, so it worked out pretty well. So anyway, we had a nice conversation, and it was nice kind of getting away from the hiker group, the thru hiker group. I mean, they're all nice people, but a number of these thru hikers coming out of Damascus right now are just out on the trail to party. They're playing loud music, they're smoking, and they have, some of them have trail families. They're all similar interests. It's just not my interest. So last night, not having that crowd around was great. There were actually 3 young people. There was a young 20-ish college-age kid that's on his summer break already, and he hikes section of the trail. He's going to hike about 550 miles this summer. He's about, I think, maybe 40 miles in. Anyway, only 3 of us in the shelter last night, as said. And today I'm going 5 miles to Dickey Gap, which will take me down into Troutdale. Troutdale has a small hotel slant hostel. I need to get in there to get my laundry done. Also, just to kind of recover. I'm not tired or injured or any of that, but I just want to kind of regroup. I'm running low on food, which is good because my pack is super light right now, but it will give me the opportunity to kind of evaluate what food items I need to kind of plan out my next stages of my hike. And then 2 days from now, Sunday, I'll make my way into Marion, which is a much larger community, and get my groceries, stay in a hotel, and get some more much needed rest. But again, I'm trying to stay away from that big hiker crowd that's coming out of Damascus. There are a handful of people I've gotten to know that I really enjoy, and maybe I'll make contact with them at some point down the line. Maybe not, but yeah, and it's going to be a cold few days. I know there's rain coming in off and on. I don't know if it's light or heavy. Obviously, as it gets closer, I'll plan for that and I'll be ready for it. But it's a good start to the morning. I think it's going to warm up here nicely, and it should be a good rest day. That young couple from New York has made that same decision to go down into Troutdale, and they got themselves a room at that hotel hostel as well. Today's their last day on the trail. They're going to be getting a rental car and heading back to New York City, I think tomorrow. But yeah, so anyway, that's the plan, and we'll see how it goes. So these 5 miles today is going to be primarily downhill here, and then there's going to be a short climb. But otherwise, stay tuned and I'll show you what's up. All right, so I figured I better show you some parts of the trail. You don't want to see me the whole time. It's pretty uneventful in here. It's a nice wide trail heading down at the moment. Just like yesterday, it's very green. There is a creek running alongside down below there. You might be able to hear it. It's breezy, so at some point as we hike this morning, you're going to probably hear the wind howling as I'm walking along. It's a very short hike today, only 5 miles. So yeah, there's not probably going to be a lot going on in this actual video. However, when I get to Troutdale, I'll kind of film what that area looks like. Again, very, very tiny community from my understanding, so we'll just have to see how that plays out. I believe this place I'm staying also has like a little tiny restaurant attached to it. So it'd be nice to get some good food again. Though I'm doing a great job eating. My morning breakfast with that protein powder, I'm loving it. I'm gonna have to hopefully find some more or something similar. And these Mountain House meals that I brought this time along with me are really filling, and I've been eating them every night. So I think that's a good start. Much better than my first time around. Let's hope that this holds up. At least it offers variety now, so I don't get stuck eating the same things over and over again, which is nice. So yeah, follow along because this is what we're doing. It's about 8:37, starting my climb for the day. This is a pretty decent climb. Shouldn't be a big one in terms of length, but it's going to be steep in certain sections, so it probably won't be easy. Anyway, Alexis and Hubert, the young couple I camped with last night, got out ahead of me by about 15 minutes, and hopefully they didn't take a wrong turn. About a quarter mile to half mile into the hike today. Trail was nice and wide. and just kept going straight, I noticed like a little blue blaze on a log that tells me it's a side trail. And so I looked around, and there was a sharp right turn that indicated that you'd need to turn right to get back on the Appalachian Trail. So I made that turn, and I am definitely on the trail, though I'm worried they may have missed it. I almost missed it. I almost went straight. Now, they are using paper maps, so they may not have referenced it. I don't know. I figured that I would have been up on them at this point. I believe I'm a little faster than they are in hiking, but I hope they're going the right way. Otherwise, I hope they catch themselves and turn around, because it was an easy mistake to make and I almost made it. But I have about 3.9 miles up this little mountain hill thing. It's gonna be up primarily. It will level off at some point, then it will go up again. But it's heavily wooded, beautifully green, kind of like what you've seen the last few days. When I was in Georgia and North Carolina, the scenery kind of looked the same every day with those birch trees and, you know, no leaves. And now that I'm in Virginia, it's kind of seeing the same, a lot of just green. Now there are opportunities where you get to grassy fields in Virginia, so there's that change of scenery as well. But I'm down to a t-shirt and shorts already. It's not warm, but it's not super cold. It's just breezy. Thankfully, down where I'm at now, the breeze isn't hitting me. When it does, yeah, I'll be cold. But I figured I'd be heating up as I generate body heat climbing this hill or mountain thing. Anyway, I'm on my way. It's 9:40. This is the direction I came from. This is a little river system I just came through. I guess when the water's high, it's unsafe to go this route, and you have to go a different route. They have an alternate route, but I was able to get across along with Hubert and Alexis. I met up with them here. We were able to get across, crossing the rocks and logs. We're going to be at our pickup point probably an hour early, but better early than late. On our way. It's currently 1 p.m. I'm at the Harborside Inn Hostel in Troutdale, Virginia. You can see one of my chores is I have to dry out my tent. So I use the hose and I sprayed all the grime and grit off of the tent. And now it's drying. I dried the outside of it. Now I'm drying the inside of it. This has been about an hour process. But this is a hostel that has a garden. That's the bunk room. I'm not staying in the bunk room. They have chickens and duck back there. I'm staying in the main house here where there's some rooms. I'll take you on a tour of it. Troutdale doesn't have much to offer. They have a post office. They have a small diner that I'm going to be going to later. And they have a small bank, surprisingly. And there's nothing else. They're about 18 minutes from Marion, which is a lot larger community. But let me show you what it looks like. So this is one of their small common areas here. And then this is kind of, they call this their chill room. This is another, so if you want to lift weights. The owner of this hostel actually grew up in the same area I did. He grew up in Sunnyvale, California. He thru hiked a few years ago after he got out of the Marine Corps, and saw that this was for sale when he came through here, so he bought it. And anyway, let me take you into where my room is at. So there's two sides to this. There are rooms here. I'm the only one staying on this side right now. It's gonna be, I'm sorry, it was dark as I came through here, so I did my laundry, I took a shower, cleaning my tent. I'm spreading all my gear out. Cleaned all of my food items, food type items. So right now I'm processing videos, I'm cleaning gear. I'll have to start planning my next 5 to 6 days on the trail, what community I'm going to stop at next. I'm looking at stopping at Marion in 2 days, and the owner here has offered to drive me into town when I get to the partnership shelter, which is about 15 miles up. Let me show you the other side of the hostel. So there's some rooms on this side of the hostel. There's the so that's the resupply room if you want to buy resupplies. The laundry room is through that door. This is a little kitchenette. There's 2 other couples staying here. And yeah, so this is the hostel. Happy Friday evening. I'm currently at the Harborside Inn in Troutdale, Virginia. It's not a hotel, it's a another hostel. I actually got here early today. It's 6 p.m. now. Only hiked 5 miles into the pickup point of the roadway, but I came into the Harborside Inn to get my laundry done before I head into Marion in 2 days, as well as to get cleaned up, get all my gear cleaned up. My tent was filthy from the rain. This place offered me the opportunity to spray it off with a hose and set it out to dry. So now it's all ready to go for the next part of the trail. And I didn't resupply food. I'm going to do that in Marion on Sunday. And I need rest. I'm tired. So I came in with basically Alexa and Hubert, two young people from New York City that were on a section hike. They're actually heading back to New York City tomorrow. We got to know each other yesterday at the shelter. Very nice young people. When I say young, I say early 30s. And so we're going to exchange information. And if I make it as far as New York, they're going to come out and meet me possibly. I also came into town with Cheers and Big Shot, to the couple from Great Britain. They were here picking up a package and staying the night. I think they're on the same schedule that I'm on. So tomorrow, I'm going to go about 14.5 miles to the Partnership Shelter, which is right at the base of Marion, Virginia. I have a shuttle, a free shuttle ride from the owner of this hostel down into Marion on Sunday. He actually grew up in Sunnyvale, California, and lived in California for many years. But he owns this hostel now, and he's going to take me into Marion, Virginia, Sunday morning. Drop me off at I think it's the Comfort Inn. I've forgotten the name of it, but I'm going to stay at an actual hotel by myself on Sunday, not around any other hikers. And I'm going to use that day just to sleep all day long, to go to the Walmart right there across the street and get all of the groceries I'm going to need for the next push. So it's about a 5-day hike from Marion up to Bland, Virginia, where I'll get my next resupply. Basically, I try to carry food for anywhere from 4 to 6 days. The fewer days, the lighter your backpack is. But yeah, that's my next push. So this whole next week, it's supposed to be on again, off again rain. So it's gonna be my first real experience hiking in the rain in quite a while. Most of the rains happened overnight lately, so I've been sleeping or in my tent when it happens. Now I'm gonna be out in it, so we'll have to see how that goes. But all is well. I've been doing well, kind of resting here. I'm super tired, because instead of resting, I spent my time kind of socializing with the others, but also we went out to dinner tonight at a little gas station restaurant, and it was really cheap. I got a huge meal for like $12, so I was pretty excited. But all is well, and I appreciate that you're following along, and let's see what the future brings. Sunny D out.